Hello, dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Cream by Perla. As always, guys, thank you for all your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, I encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. For personal readings, all that information can be found down below in the description. So, Cancer, we have a very, and I'm just looking at what I wrote. Focus on goals. Focus on goals. You're like a you're I'm gonna call you this week the fairy goals the fairy goals the fairy, like, the fairy, like, okay, so you know how a fairy usually like sprinkles dust. You're like sprinkling goals everywhere. Goals, goals, goals everywhere. You're, whether it is that you're doing a vision board, whether it is that you're making a to-do list, or whatever it is, you have goals, you have dreams, you have things that you want to accomplish, and that's where your focus is. You almost kind of like have these blinders on. That's where I'm going. And that's kind of like your energy this week. You're avoiding anything that may be a distraction. You're and this is coming from an energy of just being okay. There's two different energies coming in. There's one of being bored with how things are, and then there's another one of just being tired of how things are. um Wanting, it's not so much a desire of wanting more, is even though there's nothing wrong with that, but it's more of desire of doing more. um is this because of your age? You know, when people are getting closer, like, to retirement, or closer to an age where they feel old or whatever, they it's almost kind of like somebody's feeling like you're running out of time or something like that, and it's like, it's never too late to start anything. So go for it. I'm not telling you to stop. By no means. I'm not here to tell you to stop. But um don't, what does they say? You're only as old as you feel, right? So just kind of remind yourself of that. Because again, you're trying to play catch up when it comes to your goals and your dreams. It's almost kind of like you're not even, to be honest with you, I don't even see you dwelling in the past of like what you didn't do or why you didn't do it. You're just like, I'm here now, I got the time now, I'm gonna get it done. And that's kind of like that Xena snoring, yeah, that's her. And that's kind of like where your energy is very driven, is very focused. I really do like it. There may be an opportunity or a chance to collaborate with somebody in something. And when I say collaborate, it doesn't have to be that you're starting a business with somebody. This can be you're getting back into the gym and you meet somebody, and then you guys become like gym buddies, right? Whatever it may be. So it's kind of like that type of energy, because whatever this is, all of these goals that you're chasing are putting you in alignment with other people. So it's not, they are not things that you're going to be, essentially, let's put it this way, doing by yourself all the time. So I remember years ago, there was one of the nurses that I worked with at my last job, and she was an older, she was one of the oldest nurse. But you saw her and you couldn't, like, literally, if you saw her, you would think she was like at least 20 years younger than what she actually was. But this person was always she was a very, very active woman, like, and she had always been like that though, but she was always joining like different groups, like for hiking and for running and for this and for that. So she was always meeting new people, and a lot of people her age have literally like given up on life, right? At the age that she was, most people wouldn't think about like trying to meet new people. And that's kind of like what I'm picking up when it comes to you. It's like you may be you may be going after very specific goals, but it's going to bring in a lot of new connections in your life, regardless of your age. And no, this reading is not just for those people that are older, but I'm just saying if you are, or if you're feeling older, because older is, again, whatever you feel or however you see it, right? Some people think 30 years old, some people think 40 years old, some people think 60 years old, and it's like, I have aunts that are in their 60s and their 70s, and I look at them and I still think that like they're like in their 40s or 50s because they're very active, right? So that's kind of like how you have to kind of like look at life. And there's a sense here that you you're going to gain, or you're going to get more from these experiences of going after these goals than you anticipate. And I feel that it's going to be a lovely surprise for you, especially with the connections that you're going to be making with people. Why are these cards falling? Don't fall on me today, please. All right. So let's go ahead and, this is a thick deck. I should have done something smaller. Oh well. Okay. Too late. Nah, it's never too late. All right, let's go ahead and let's pull out a few tarot just to clarify. We have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, the Three of Swords, and then the Mat in the upright position. So again, you're cutting ties with any insecurities, with any doubts, with any hesitation, with any procrastination. You're cutting ties with it. You're not allowing yourself to live in that moment of like, I should have, would have, could have. Instead, you're doing it. And that's really, that is really the energy for you guys. You're finally giving yourself the chance. You're finally giving yourself the opportunity to go after your dreams. You're finally giving yourself the chance to go after your dreams and after your goals. And it's a beautiful thing, right? It could have been that you were waiting to finish something. Maybe you were waiting for your kids to grow and be out of the house. Maybe you were waiting for your kids to start school. Whatever it may have been, it's like you're not looking at the time that you didn't go after your goals as a waste of time. You were focused on other things, and that's fine. But you're finally going after it, and you're trying. It's almost kind of like, you know, when somebody has a bucket list, like, oh, I want to do all of these things before I'm 40. And it's like, that's kind of like, you have a bucket list of goals that you are pursuing, which is beautiful. So we're going to pull out a love energy card. Now, the love energy doesn't have to necessarily be romantic. It can be platonic. It can be your passion for your career or your hobbies, or it can be self-love energy. We have self-indulgence. So with the self-indulgence, we have focus on self, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. What really calls out to me is the self-appreciation and that focus on self, right? When you focus on your goals and you focus on your dream, you're refocusing that energy on yourself, right? You're giving yourself that attention, that love, that respect, that honor, that time that sometimes we end up craving from others. But in reality, we should be craving from ourselves. We should be craving from ourselves. Alrighty, there's a lot of interruptions in your video, guys, and I do apologize, but it is what it is. Sometimes they'll be quiet throughout all the readings, and then sometimes they just start barking. I will be cutting out as much of the barking as I can, but it is what it is. And if it annoys you that much, then I'm telling you right now, don't even bother watching. So let's go ahead and let's get a closing message. Let's go ahead and let's get a closing message. One card, Spirit, for Cancer. One card. Willow of the Wisp, treasures hidden in the shadow, number 62. So again, these treasures hidden in the shadows is like, again, as you're going after your goals, as you're pursuing them. Don't let them out, mama. as you're pursuing your goals, there is a lot of beauty that is going to come in. And a lot of that beauty is going to come in through connections that you're going to be making with other individuals. So get ready for this beautiful ride because it is going to be amazing. You may just be focused on the goals, but your entire life is about to change and it's going to be awesome. Well, guys, that is all that I have. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Mwah. Bye bye.